Hi guys, and welcome back to DIY Ideas, and here we are with my napkins that I have here. We will learn how to sew corners with a little bit of practice. I think it'll be really nice, maybe now for Easter. You want to do some Easter napkins or any other holidays or events where you might invite your family or your friends. You might want something like this. So once you have learned this, you can make a lot of other things also with it. Any towels, maybe scarves. You can use all these methods. Great also for leftover fabric, scrap fabric. Have a look in your closet, see what you can find, and try it out. All right, to start up with these napkins, we need some fabric. It's nice to use, kind of like firmer fabric that, like cotton, for example, is something that has to be, kind of soft, obviously, as you might be wiping your mouth or something like this. These are 38 centimeters or, 45 by 45 centimeters or something like this. But here we're going to be using this one because we will make sure that our borders are folded in like this. If you want a certain size at the end, just to make sure that you deduct about 2 centimeters on the sides. So you want to always calculate a little more fabric than you actually want to have the size at the end. And then here out of paper, if you wanted to, you could make basically a line, a marker for where we're going to put the seam. Otherwise, you can also just use a thread here, just like this one, to have the napkin, kind of wrapped up later on, so it looks nice on the plate or on the table. You can also use, a lot of different things. Could be even a hair tie or, anything else you can find, a ring. We need some thread here that looks nice, that kind of fits to the fabric. Then we have a pen here to mark. This is great actually, because later on you can actually either iron it off, so with heat it goes away, or you can actually use an eraser. You can also obviously use a chalk or even a pencil. We're going to put these marks here somewhere where you shouldn't be able to see them so much later. Then we use a rolling cutter, a scissor. Doesn't really matter the size as long as it cuts well. And then we have an iron and an ironing board that we will definitely use a little later. And I think we should get started. Okay, for the next step here, we will add the ironed folds here. You can either do this just by looking at it, or you can use something like what I'm using here, which is my pen, which is honestly great because it, like I said earlier, you can erase it or you can iron it out. So I'm going to put the mark in here at 2 centimeters. Okay, so it's obviously from the top to bottom. Obviously we have the nice side of the fabric down facing. Now we can fold the fabric over, and so it should everywhere be touching the mark. Okay, and as you can see, the mark is already hidden. I will put a link for a pen like this also in the description. Okay, we'll do this on all sides here. So we have the fold on all corners. Okay, I'm going to put my mark here and then fold it and iron it. Okay, now I will iron this here again. But here we can easily do this now just because we have this corner here already. And fold it again. This is going to be a little easier just because we already have the sizing here, and it is, you know, a napkin, so it doesn't have to be perfect on the millimeter. The most important part is that they look nice later on and they give you joy. Okay, both sides are folded twice. And if you don't have that much time, you can already, you know, sew along here, but we do want nice corners. So we will actually open this up again. So we only have the first fold. And then here, exactly where the fabrics meet, the corners meet, we will take our corner and actually fold it in like this. Okay, so now from, yeah, this should be about double the width of our first fold. Okay, we can quickly iron over this. This is not done yet, but it shouldn't be much more ironing. Okay, just so we have a nice fold here that we can use to orient ourselves a little later. Now I have to wait a second, because if I use my pen now, it'll just go away with the heat. Okay, so now that we have this fold here, you can even feel it. Now you can't really see it so well, but you can feel it here really nicely. And so I'm just marking this here. You can also do this with, you know, some sort of nice ruler or something. Okay, now we will put the fabric like this. Obviously we did this with all the corners here. And now we have our mark. Okay, right here. And here we will sew along. We can do that, you know, going back and forth. I would just go over it twice, and then we can cut off our corner. And we will do that for all 4 corners. Okay, we have the nice mark here. I have the stitch length at about 2.5. And here I will just go and sew over it. Okay, now we have our corners, and we can turn them inside out. And if you have, or if you need to, you can use a kind of sharper object, for example, a ruler or something like this. So I'm just pushing them out. And here now we can see that we have beautiful corners here that we could, you know, iron again. I don't think it's really necessary here. We have our double fold that is already, you know, laying here perfectly, basically, because we already ironed over it. And then here with a nice seam, we can just go along here. And yeah, just make sure you choose a thread that you actually like. If you notice that your sewing machine isn't dealing so well with the extra layers of fabric here in the corners, which is, you know, more likely for, you know, older sewing machines, or maybe ones of not that good of a quality, you can just, you know, cut it off and try again sewing over it. So, you know, just continue trying to do it. Okay, now we have all 4 corners sewed, and I have to say my sewing machine actually didn't really work super well over this corner here. If that happens, don't worry about it. It's a napkin, you know, it can happen. Pull up the needle, pull up the foot, you know, take off the loose thread and just start over. Yeah, it's not super hard to just do it again. I don't really think anyone at the Easter brunch will take out your measuring tape and you know, try to measure if these are perfect. There might be some people of you that know any good like napkin folding techniques. I haven't really learned that many, but I think I could actually make a video about it. Please let me know if you would like to see that in my comments. Please be nice to me in the comments. I love making these videos, but you know, there might be one or another funny thing that I say. But I want to keep working on myself, so let me know what you guys would like to see next time. And hopefully I will see you next time. And yeah, have fun trying this out at home. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and then see you next time. Bye!